Good evening, gentlemen. We have a rather late show to fly today, but before I go on to the details, I'd like to announce the winner of the rearm refuel competition. B flight finished first, but they had more mistakes than A flight. So the bottle of whiskey is going to be split between the two teams. Alright, our mission for today is an indirect support of B-26s over a target east of Domfront. There is a large forest, and we suspect the Germans are hiding their supplies there. We'll make landfall at the camps, then turn southwest and patrol our assigned area until the marauders drop their bombs. Alright, let's get to work.
Be careful, sir. It's the 13th of the month and I have a bad feeling.
Don't worry, Chief. 13 is my lucky number.
in air power development since the war began is a long-range fighter plane. The Mustangs, Lightnings, and Thunderbolts that have been escorting big bombers everywhere in Europe. Here's a man who's been flying those long missions. Lieutenant Colonel Alvin C. Gillum, 2nd at Columbus, Georgia. What were you flying, Colonel?
A Mustang, a P-51.
Well, what was the longest flight you ever made?
Well, I've been over the oil fields of Ploesti, Romania 4 times, and I've been to Vienna, Austria, Toulon, France, and Bucharest, Romania.
Well, where was your base?
At Foggia in southeastern Italy. We moved down there after the beachhead was established at Anzio. We had to cover that first.
Oh, yes. I want to ask some questions about that a little later, but first, how about these long flights? What impressed you most?
By the time we got back from each flight, the thing that had impressed me the most was the seat. We were off in the air for 6 hours at a time. Otherwise, I guess the most impressive thing was the German flag. Around places like Ploesti and Vienna was so big you could walk on it.
Colonel, just how can you stretch the range of a little fighter like the P-51 so that it covers so much territory?
Well, we use belly tanks for extra gas and drop them as soon as they're empty.
And you still have enough left for a fight if necessary.
Oh, sure. And incidentally, the P-51 is one of the sweetest fighters in the air and one of the toughest. One time over at Toulon, I got a burst of flak in my motor. All the way home, I thought it would conk out any minute, but it never did.
Well, Colonel, on an average long-range mission, about how many fighters would you have?
Well, I could hardly tell you that, but I can say that we're flying P-51s. We always felt that we could take on just about any force Jerry's cared to send up. We had 15 or 20.
Did you run into very much fighter opposition?
It was spotty, sometimes very light, and sometimes plenty thick. Before we left the base, each of us would put a couple of dollars in the pot to be given to the highest scoring team when we got back.
Well, we mentioned the Anzio beachhead a while ago. I suppose that was the most exciting job you've ever had, wasn't it?
In some ways, mostly it was hard work.
Colonel Gillum was in command of the only planes that operated from the beachhead, one of the most heavily bombarded spot in the world. What was your assignment?
We had to be ready all the time to intercept any German planes that came over. We flew right off the beaches with an artillery range of the Germans.
That must have been a nice, restful experience.
Well, we didn't get much sleep, but then neither did anyone else. I'm grateful for the experience, though, because it opened my eyes to the hardship the infantry has to put up with and fight through. We usually have it pretty easy at our bases, and we seldom get a chance to see foot soldiers in their foxholes, always wet and dirty and always under fire. Gave us all the respect in the world for the plain GI.
Did you get very much action at Anzio?
Plenty, usually about 3 combat missions a day. We were flying British Spitfires then. The Germans were sending over the best they had. It was our job to keep them away from the beaches where our ships were unloading constantly. It was lively enough, all right. I flew practically 2/3 of my 90 missions while I was there.
And now, after 13 months abroad, I suppose it's pretty good to get back with your wife and daughter for a while.
Wonderful.
I return you now to the Admiral of New York.
Bogies between R for Roger and D for Dog.
Okay, it's horseback. Negative. You should be the only one there.
Horseback, let's proceed southwest. Becky, keep an eye on the bogies. Roger. Horseback, last time we called their base, they were on course and on schedule. They should be there in 5 to 10 minutes. Roger. We'll keep our eyes open. Cobweb leader. You see anything? Fire, Captain. I can't see a damn thing. Horseback, I couldn't get a hold of them, but according to the schedule, they should have been there 2 minutes ago. Do you see anything? Negative, Colgate. Only 51's around. Roger. Ground for another 10 minutes. Negative. It's getting dark soon. We're turning back home now. Roger. Horseback to group. Let's split up and drop down the street. See you back at base. Becky copies. Cobweb leader, roger. This is Cobweb Blue. Enemy truck, 3 o'clock, north of that village. Cobweb attacking.
Ça peut bien être un homme pareil. Je peux aller voir Anne-Marie?
Qui êtes-vous?
Don't be scared. I'm an American. Je suis pilote américain.
Venez vite, il faut vous cacher. Les Allemands sont partout.
This is it, my friend. We are in Spain now. You are free.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate everything you and your friends have done for me.
Don't mention it. Hey, isn't it the 4th of July today? Your Independence Day?
Yeah, you're right. I think it is.
Maybe one day, soon, we can also celebrate our independence once again. And it's thanks to men like you, my friend. So this is the least we can do to repay you.
Thank you. And hey, see you in Paris after the war? For some red wine. Would you tell me your real name so I can find you?
No, I'm afraid I can't do that. It would be too dangerous. Alright, go on now. I have to make it back to the village. Bonne chance, mon ami.
Au revoir.
Here's a toast to the host of those who love the vastness of the sky. To a friend we send a message of his brother men who fly. We drink to those who gave their all of old. Then down we roar to score the rainbow's heart of gold. A toast to the host of men we boast, the Army Air Corps. Up we go,